How many products do you think have a warning on them saying don't insert into ass? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 11 of the Need for Speed Marathon 2025. Especially Overbright Enhanced Contrast. I wonder what it looks like. I think we have to turn it off. That looks wrong. I like the double mouse. Dude, my controls are still inverted. Are you kidding me, man? Why? I don't wanna play the entire game with inverted controls, man. I wonder if I can fix it by doing the opposite inputs. So the menus, wait, the menus are not inverted. Okay. If the menus are inverted, that is more manageable. Wait, now both is inverted. Are you serious? How does that make sense? Now both are inverted. What? What a weird issue to have. I've never had that before. We'll do the first race blindfolded. Just watch the YouTube video, man. Because nobody did, man. That video deserves more eyes. But one weird thing happened on YouTube. Apparently, a lot of my videos are in the restricted section. So apparently, the algorithm decided that I curse too much. So a lot of my videos are now restricted, which means they don't show up on mobile phones, basically. We get shafted by YouTube, basically. That's gonna kill a lot of views. By the way, shout out to my monk. Amazing supplements, link in the description below. Thanks to them, we always have vitamins, and you can pay our starter car. It's an actual Miata. EA Sports. Oh, everything is unlocked now, huh? There are a lot more options, as you can see. More rally stuff. Bunch of new rims. Don't think I want the teddy bear on my rims. Hey, not too uncool if you ask me. I'm exactly broke. I just managed to spend every single dime that I had. Underground2.net is basically just a remaster, so to say. It has a lot of the content that was region locked, and it just overall looks better. Okay, dude. Why? Why did you just steer into me, man? Especially, I don't think I have enough time to get in first now. I kinda regret the visual customization already. Now I'm gonna be a bit limited what I can buy for upgrades. That is probably true. On the first playthrough, I think everyone just went for visual customization, then we're like, oh shit, maybe maybe I should buy some upgrades. I'm actually quite happy about the performance upgrades. That ECU package is doing some work. I'm getting attached to my 106, man. The car looks like it wouldn't physically fit an engine with 1000 horsepower. Now safe to do D. No. Let's see if the car is fast enough with just the ECU upgrade. Nah, seems like the ECU upgrade is enough. Go Peugeot. Been 20 years since you made good cars. Actually, I'm really out of the loop when it comes to Peugeot cars. Anything modern that people are happy with? No. The good thing is I can actually skip certain upgrades with everything unlocked. But instead of buying 3 stages of turbo, you can just buy the best one. I'm not sure I'm fast enough for this. Is it just me or did they become fast on medium? Dude, I lost harder than before. I'm getting outclassed. Yeah, I think even on easy, I don't think I'm gonna win without any further upgrades. So far, I've only bought the ECU upgrade, so I'm a bit underpowered. Yeah, we're gonna come back with some upgrades. NOS not unlocked? It is, I just have no money! God damn it. See, NOS is something where I could skip. Direct port knife source. Right? I can save myself. I don't want to waste money. Right, so I skip level 1 and 2. 1350. Damn it, give me some credit. Oh yeah, that's faster. Yeah, that's a better car. I don't have to struggle every single race. We're gonna lose to the Miata. Nope. Okay. I know one thing. Outruns are hella annoying on the hard difficulty because they rubber band non-stop. They're not doing that. The opponents are just too hard-coded into rubber banding. Wait, that doesn't work, does it? Nope. I'm just gonna give up on this one. Yeah, I think we're gonna do a few more pit maneuvers. You're absolutely right. It's not undercover. I know. My muscle memory fucked me up. I wonder how the developers were thinking about this game mode. Because without pit maneuvers or just getting lucky that he hits a traffic car, it's extremely hard to get 300 meters. Nice. What? What do you mean? He stayed in first because I pushed his dickhead. Oh my god. I don't care. Take the money. Illegitimate as hell. Okay, since I'm already here, let me do Underground Racing League. How much do you love Underground Racing League? Tell me. The layouts are so weird too. Like this is such a strange racetrack. It's funny how different the performance is now with a few upgrades. They're surprisingly falling far behind. I don't even have all the upgrades on my car. I don't think I bought suspension or tires yet. I'm actually quite reduced in any kind of handling performance. Drift suspension setups. Of course, my front-wheel drive car made it on a drifting magazine, KuruHS. I'm not sure, but it happens quite often that projects that look cool just completely disappear. I mean, sometimes they faked it. I don't think that was the case in this situations, but you know, sometimes they just make a prototype and then they lose interest. But there's also an Unreal Engine version of Underground 2. It's called 2 Fast 5 Underground. Or was it 3 Fast 5 Underground? Something like that. But I need a 5th gear. Ah, shit. Blew the gasket. Fast Furious style. Ah, Skyline, come back here. No! The idea would be to run away quickly, though he can guaranteed not draft. I think he was drafting, because he didn't keep up this time. To 30 horsepower remap. I mean, we probably doubled the horsepower on this car. The engine is very unhappy. Corrupt security guard. Can you imagine a more boring job than a security guard? I guess it depends on what you have to secure, but and just sitting around waiting for something to happen, hoping that nothing happens. I would be corrupt as well. Your first car choice is so important in Underground 2. They give you the cars for free, but you do not have enough money to swap your car most of the time. The game is lost media. Well, in my opinion, lost media is something that you actually cannot get your hands on. Like, true lost media is just not available. If you can still pirate it somewhere, then yeah, I don't consider it lost media. You could say something like hardly accessible media. Abandonware, yeah. Lost media is just by definition lost, not publicly available in any way, shape or form. Who remembers Kuru's Dick Flash? Yeah, that one's lost media. I made sure every copy on the internet got destroyed. So one of the mods that I have is a teleport mod. What I can do is press no when I want to engage the GPS system, and it teleports me to the event. Are there any modern Peugeots you guys like? I feel like if I ever had any French viewer, although that's not even true, even the French hate the French, according to the chat. That's a club. What are you doing? Like, this is such a long race. Why 2 laps? That's actually something that I would like to see in more games. Circuit sprints. So you basically do 1 lap, right? Just 1 lap events. Because when you have such giant laps, 1 lap is more than enough. And it's gonna feel like a sprint, because you're not seeing anything twice other than the start and finish line. In comparison to Underground 1, they did fix the handling though. The rubber band. There's still a bit of rubber band in Underground 2, but not nearly as bad as it was in Underground 1. Whatever eats. Whoa! One thing that I started to notice, its progression is so much longer in Underground 2. You're fairly slow for a pretty long time. In Underground 1, fairly quickly your car becomes quite the beast. But in Underground 2 it's a little bit too heavy towards the end. So you get like all the good stuff, everything at once, but super late into the game. Some of those upgrades earlier wouldn't have been a bad idea. I'm actually surprised it didn't do any uphill battles in Underground in the canyon, because there's mods that do that and it's really fun in my opinion. Turning those around and actually driving up the hill, quite a bit of fun. Golf today? Now we got the French Golf. Who doesn't like a French Golf? Honestly, I don't really find many people that say, dude, Underground 2 is perfectly paced and not boring on a replay. Like, if you actually play all the way through all 5 chapters and no modifications, you really start to see how repetitive certain things become. That is true. I think it's very obvious that they artificially extended the gameplay as much as possible. But it's not new to Need for Speed as a franchise as a whole. If you think about classic Need for Speed, they had a bunch of tracks where you had to do 8 laps in the career mode, but they gave you every single racetrack the game has to offer in 4 laps each. Okay. Opponents are definitely more capable on the hard difficulty. Yeah, I might have to come back with some more upgrades. Yeah, I still don't even have some basic shit. I'm not sure if Turbo is really that good at the moment. It does have a lot of stats though. I think I trust the game. Upgrade the 106 to a 206. That was deep. Are you serious, man? Getting fisted by the entire team. I didn't say yes. I can't believe how deep this goes. If you didn't play Underground 1, how could you possibly understand the complex story of Underground 2? Shift 2, the best story. Shift 2 actually had more story than Shift 1. Wasn't Shift 2 the one with all the dudes having their little video explaining who they are and what they do? Okay. Dude, I didn't... What? It did not look like he made it. I'm very surprised. I wasn't even sure I got in first. Oh, now we did. I know he drove in the wrong direction. Okay, unique performance upgrade and rims. That is true. How does it even work? How do you install the unique performance parts? Oh, the star event. It definitely solved that better in Most Wanted, where they just gave you the marker. Okay, you said one of these is a unique performance upgrade. All right, here's my special part. Wait, can I teleport this? Oh wait, I still have to press the enter button. Oh no, it breaks. Oh, I broke it. Fuck. Okay, we're not doing that. I was wondering how that's gonna react. Now I know. That is true. I did it for science. You guys. Right. Junkman. Wait, you don't get a preview? You don't get a preview for your stats increase. I would assume you just take the engine then. Yeah, I think this Junkman engine upgrade was a really good idea. We're lapping someone on the hard difficulty? That's new. How good is the Junkman engine? That was not a jump video game. I miss the old times. Sometimes, for sure. I definitely miss the peak of racing games. That magical area around the PlayStation 2, beginning of PlayStation 3 in 20 years. Yeah, I think it's when I started streaming, it was more like 10 years, you know what I mean? I was just very disappointed that, you know, the last decade was kind of lost for the most part. I definitely feel like we lost a decade on racing game development. You know, nothing earth-shattering, no games of the year, fake awards for Forza Motorsport, that kind of stuff. There's actually still plenty of games with soul, just, you know, not the ones that I want, right? Yeah, the strategy on how to make games has definitely changed for the worse. Because there's one thing that they are right about. If all games are bad, no game is bad. Meaning that they're gonna sell anyways, right? If mediocrity is the default, then people don't even realize, you know, that they're playing a bunch of bad games all the time. Wow, actually I had too much angle. That's actually a great way to get your points. If you overdo the angle, they pay you, right? If you're like convinced you're gonna hit the wall next, you just increase the angle even further and you get paid. Got him. Yo, bros, that's Supra. Will be a lot of fun. You know what's funny? I bought the crew 8 times. Why? Because in order to replay the story mode, you have to, right? They don't let you reset your progress. You have to buy the game anew if you want to play the story again. It was good for yearly. It was definitely a good game for a yearly playthrough. So I'm looking forward to multiplayer functionalities, because it was a very different experience to what you get nowadays with Motorfest. Yeah, Motorfest actually hit a pretty big milestone, 50 million unique players. Exactly, 50 million for the whole franchise. So obviously, some people played all of the games, or two of those 3 games. So it's not 50 million uniques, but still, not bad. Those are really good numbers for a franchise, right? Better than Need for Speed, right? I think that's the big takeaway here. You know, think about the crew what you want, but it still outsold Need for Speed, right? That kind of shows the hilariously bad performance of Unbound. Honestly, it's more sad than anything. And it really just comes down to a mismatch in expectations. Like delivering a vibe that nobody cares about. A lot of people didn't know the game came out. It doesn't appeal to the core audience, and it doesn't appeal to the Zoomers the game was made for. So they just made a game that nobody cares about. The game itself isn't even that bad, but it's not appealing. Hey guys, Kuru here. Check out Instant Gaming for cheap game keys. Click the link in the description below. This is a nice Golf. What are these cars? Did I load the wrong save file? Oh yeah, that was the playthrough where I crashed on Caleb's race, I remember. That gave me a good idea. I should turn on the cheat engine. And tune a few cool cars. If you want to have some fun, I need some money. That's the truth of life. That's it. We've been abusing the hell out of this car, but it's been doing well. All right, let's become a millionaire. Ding ding. We played the first day legit. It's time to bring in our rich uncle. I mean, actually, 500,000 would be enough, wouldn't it? There's no way I'm spending $500,000 even, right? Okay, let's give 90% back. We're not greedy people here. I only have 500,000. I feel so broke. Xylon is still the happiest car in the world, man. You could take this and put it into Cars, the movie. Oh wow, that tiny detail, the VR4, that does not look good. It takes up way too much of the car, if you ask me. It's like he's looking down on you. Oh geez, what do you mean? Beautiful. Here we go! Whoa, okay, physics. His planet still needed him, man. Outruns are surprisingly hard in this game. It usually requires your opponent to have a crash out. Now look at the minimap. That's what you need, right? You need him to crash out on something. Oh, fuck. That works too. Oh, rubber band, it's kicking in. Look at the meters. They're straight up bullshit, right? This is actually not skill-based. This is scam-based. It's gonna take a while. Especially he crashed out and he's still caught up. It's crazy. Okay, now, dude, I saw that exact behavior. They go to the left here, apparently, all the time. Last time he did that too, he went into the wrong direction. Yeah, that makes sense. The game also gives you just enough money to have 2 cars, so that makes sense. A race car and a visual car. A little bit against the idea of the developers, but definitely works. What a cheese, man. Nice. No way. He was completely stuck, man. But what are the developers thinking, man? There's no way they didn't notice this. That outrunning my patience. Human's patience. Yeah, that's news to me too. Dude, 4 minutes. Yeah, racing on a live runway. It just makes no sense whatsoever. Right? They pretend you sneaked onto the airport strip. Like, where does all the racing stuff comes from, right? Like, there's no way there's a racing track at the airport and you just broke in. So either there is actually a racing track on the landing strip, which is bullshit in the first place, or you set it up after you broke in, which makes even less sense. The logic behind this racetrack isn't very high. Yeah, but if you would run on the raceway, in my opinion, you would have a more rudimentary, like, barriers, not like a full-on racetrack build. Like, think about how long it takes to, you know, set up Monaco. Yeah, the drag races make a bit more sense when it's like under construction. Yeah, let's tell all of our sponsors that we broke into the airport. My man, Ryanair. It's more like my airline, Ryanair. This game is the reason good at 350Z. Yeah, I think car manufacturers underestimate how much a game can influence a car purchase. Probably a good return on investment that they got from sponsoring all the racing games. You hate Underground 1? Okay, tell me why. Because I think Underground 1 has a few features, like the instant car swap, that I'd love to see in this. And I also appreciate that it's not an open world, but it saves you the free roaming. And sometimes I'm in the mood to not free roam, you know? Exactly, like Underground 1 is super good for replay, because it's easy to jump in and out. Underground 2 is just a lot more lengthy. Yeah, the Underground racing league can definitely put you to sleep. One crash and you must reset the race. Have fun with that challenge, man. Shouts to the guy that did this no crash challenge in Need for Speed. So stupid. Like, such an extremely hard and primarily grindy challenge. Don't think that's something that I would want to waste my time on. You know, when it comes to challenges, I'm not too interested in the challenges that just require you to grind. You know what I mean? Like, I don't find it particularly amazing if someone wastes a lot of their lifetime to do something. I think there was this dude that just played Final Fantasy in the starting area until max level. What a waste of time. One of those things, just because you can do it doesn't mean you should. Dubbed, slammed and iced. What do you even mean with iced? How do you ice a car? Oh, iced, like putting diamonds on some shit. At least make it shiny. Got it. Oh shit, it's a Golf. Got a sabotage. Wow, there's a double kill. You can love black box. I mean, sometimes you just have a wrong opinion too. Let's be honest. If I could bring back one Need for Speed studio of the past, it's 100% black box. No competition. But you know, just like a bunch of people are sad that we're not getting any black box type Need for Speed games anymore, there's also quite a lot of people that are sad that there's no classic Need for Speed titles anymore. Okay, I kind of like this. This is a cool look, man. This is a cool eclipse. You know what it reminds me of? That RX-7 customization from Unbound. I like Unbound. It's alright. I do think there's still a pretty big mismatch with what the community expected from the game and what they got. I really like how they supported the game though. Like, they updated the game into a much better spot than it started in. Like, after my first playthrough, like, the weakness of the game became very apparent very quickly. So I'm very happy with all of the updates that they made to the game. Sadly, you know, the base game is just too unappealing for a lot of people. It has always been an uphill battle for Unbound, in my opinion. You think there's gonna be another update for TDU that makes me wanna play it? It took them literal months to add an extra slot machine. Yep, they're incompetent, in my opinion. Which makes sense. If you look at the game that they developed for 6-7 years and the results that we've gotten, like, I think the results just speaks for itself. You know what my biggest problem is with that game? It's supposed to be an MMO, but none of the multiplayer features are properly working, right? The game has a ranked mode, but it's impossible to actually play against other people. Like, what's the point of an MMO when you play all by yourself? And even that was broken when the game released. Like, everything that could go wrong did go wrong. No crossplay, region lock. Oh, the region lock was the worst thing. So it was region lock and system lock. So as a European on a PC, I could only play against other Europeans with a PC. I mean, as I said, amateurs. They don't know what they're doing, or you know, they don't care. I don't know what it was. Probably a mix of everything, right? It's gonna be like the parade example for bad game design, publishing, leadership, like everything. Just complete dog shit. Fuck you. Don't think this. Whoa. What? That was the most stylish way to win this race. Wow, that lagged so hard I thought the game crashed. Now we lost the spot to the other guy, whatever. Bullshit. And what did he do exactly? Layout is always drivable until they come up with these 90-degree corners stacked. It's such lazy track design to just put 90-degree corners everywhere. The track also gets repetitive, you know, that's my major issue with both of these. They're both very repetitive, but I agree the output is much worse. A third location, and I would say a little bit less grind, you know, less repetition. It usually ended up being just too much of the same, and it became very repetitive. Especially if you are someone that plays racing games where you're primarily on racetracks. This is just horrible racetrack design. Just look at the minimap. What is this shit? It looks so dumb. Sir, there's a car on your wing. Yeah, this might actually be the coolest body kit spoiler combination that I ever used in Underground 2. Part of the mod, of course. Shouts to underground2.net. Planetarium. Shit to use our Texas on. Left. God damn it. A fantastic Need for Speed title. But the interest was already falling off a little bit for the Underground games, right? Underground 1 sold a lot better than Underground 2. So there was definitely a lot of, you know, Fast and the Furious hype at the time. And a lot of people bought Underground because they wanted Fast and the Furious experience in a video game. And to be honest, they did get it, right? But yeah, absolutely lovely decision to transition into Most Wanted. Yeah, I mean, for a lot of people, Underground 2 was the first open-world racing game they ever played, right? I already played Midtown Madness at that point, but yeah, this mod is a fantastic way to re-experience Underground 2. If that's something you guys want to do, big recommendation from my side. It's the finale near, it is actually. Let's take a look. 5 races left. 6 Underground Racing Leagues. Boy. Kill me now. There's so much money in Underground 2. The thing is, if you don't cheat yourself money, you're really just limited to your starter car, which is kind of boring, right? I like to, you know, especially with a mod like this, try out multiple cars, rise them up, tune them up, test them out. With the regular amount of money that you get in this game, it's just not good enough. I actually think mods like this should have the option to increase the payouts, so you can, you know, use more cars. Shit, that goes fast. Yo, okay, the rubber band is strong on this one. Wait, it's not a Golf. The Peugeot, is it a 106? I think it is. Most important thing is to retune the ECU and the turbo. You don't want any power in the low RPM range. Oh, the circuit tune is used instead? I didn't know that. Epic Game Launcher. Epic, why the fuck? No. Why do you... I will not allow you to spy on me. Third place. I'm not winning it. To losing it. 4th, dude, he even took me at the end there. Why are so many of the high-end cars so easily beaten? It's just struggling so bad around corners. I do think the rubber band gets stronger with late game cars. It does happen less often in the beginning, even on the hard difficulty. Maybe they have an additional multiplier for the stage that you're in.
One of you can take that guy out. Not one.
Baldy is mad. Oh shit, it's the Kanto. Close enough. I feel like we had way too much fun back then. If I think about the entire stream enjoying just me driving a really ugly pink Punto. Whoa, that was a teleporter. Can see him. The best thing is the rubber band right around the last corner. Then you have no chance. You know what I mean? With them just being overpowered in the last corner. It's really bad. I lost the lead. It doesn't look like it. Interesting. Didn't count as an overtake. Are you kidding me, man? It was 295 meters, man. Usually going on the highway is a good idea. They make mistakes on their own. 296. Get off my back. Holy shit. You're not allowed to do this to me. What the hell? This is way better though than the airport. At the airport, it's just a bunch of 90-degree corners, which is really awkward to drive. It does feel like something that someone made in a lunch break. How come, man? Getting griefed, but again last. The NPCs in this game are the reason why there's so many dirty players in the world. Yeah, this is where the Forza players started. Stop doing that. Oh my god. It's annoying. Wait, it's already it? Are you serious? What is this race, man? I should get a 240SX. Did I know that the final Asian release of Carbon, Bayview Speedway track layout, was imported and was used for doing drift testing? No, didn't. Where did he get that info from? 379 Philippe. And he's ancient in the community. Like, he's been doing racing stuff for such a long time. Sadly, it also highlights that, you know, if you never show your face or, you know, you voice your own videos, it's a lot harder to get recognized. Difficulty available. I hate those assholes, man. Ruin every of my corners, man. Alright, this time. Oh yes, the same Grim Reaper livery, just on his Mustang. Apparently this mod gives him a Mustang. But does he usually have a GTO? Or was it an Eclipse? I forgot. I wonder if he's faster. A mod to make him harder. How do you add 2 races to Caleb? Boss extension. Interesting. A binary installation. Well, that's cool. Go check it out if you're interested. I might play it next time. That was underground2.net. Congratulations, you completed the game, you unlocked all performance and visual upgrades in the quick race mode. Turn to a garage to re-race any events from the career. It's the only hint that you 100% the game from here. But everything that doesn't have the completed event status, if you complete all of those, the game will give you your 100% completion. Alrighty, shoutouts to you guys. Sleep tight, do come back tomorrow for more, and good night, hotshots. Hope you had fun. Bye bye.